Welcome to the Weasel Newsroom, wherever you are. I'm your host, Lady Penelope Pitstop, award-winning news anchor, wedding and event organizer, and the reason your tax prices have gone up. Tonight, we're going to be bringing you an insider exclusive on the Los Santos Fire Service. Uneducated fools may find this boring. Viewer discretion is advised. What are we doing? Okay.
Go to the lead, show me state 5 to you guys now. Semi, we had a bit of an arsonist just before the storm, and now we've just had the same crane go up twice in a row. So apparently somebody don't want to do any work. Unknown as to yet. We've only been active for a couple of days, so it's kind of been a bit of both, realistically. But generally, it's well preserved by the, or well accepted, let's say, by the civs. Gold lead, that's state 5. We're state 6 now. Fucking locals, man. I've only just learned of this Percy pig. I don't know how I feel about it. He keeps crapping all inside the truck.
He's my emotional support pig. He's a miniature pig.
Yes, but he needs to be taught not to crap in the fucking truck.
I can bring Darren the donkey if you want.
This is Reason News. Today we have exciting news to bring to you from Los Santos Fire Department. We are privileged to show you some of its finest members. To my immediate left, we've got Miss Sky Rose White, and then the Director Phoenix Ashes, and followed by the world-renowned Keith Kenny. So, tell me, what's it like being the first team of fire service people among Los Santos? Miss Sky.
I mean, it's great and all, but I keep getting asked the same question at the moment, which is what do firefighters do? To which I have to keep giving the sarcastic responses, what do you think firefighters do?
And what is it firefighters do?
So we do all sorts of things. We can help with any sort of fire emergency, putting out fires, rescuing people from the said building, but also basic first aid as well. So if you have had a little incident, a minor scrape, we can also assist you with that, should the need arise.
I see. So, what's the average fire you go to? Is it just bin fires set up by hobos? Or is it typical, help I've left the pan on the stove and now the building's burning down?
Who's this direct?
Either of you, whoever wants to answer. I assume you've all got voices.
Yeah, I mean, currently we've had a range of incidents, as you saw. We're currently dealing with a crane fire when it arrived. So unsure on how that one started. But we've dealt with a range of incidents, like myself and Phoenix this morning extricated a man who was trapped inside of his car, helped him out of the vehicle, and obviously passing him on to the NHS services for him to get fully treated. So we've dealt with quite a range of incidents. There's no real same incident, really.
So how do you go about tackling this crane fire?
Well, luckily today's fire, it was just at the base. It looked to be kind of like the electrical box at the bottom, which controls the wheels, which moves the container crate around. So there must have been electrical fault within there. So we'd gone in with CO2 to obviously not injure ourselves with the water. And then once the electrical fire was out, we managed to soak the wheels down with water to finish the fire off.
Lovely. So, what does the general public think of you guys? What's the general consensus on the fire department?
So generally, we've had mixed response. A lot of questions about what we do and why we do what we do. It's been pretty positive so far, and I expect it to continue to stay positive. No one's been unruly towards us so far.
So no one's tried to steal a fire service vehicle?
Not that I've been made aware of while we are
No
on
one
duty
wants
in
to
them.
use it in wild beach parties with the giant fire hose?
Not that we're being made aware of, no. I can't
Okay.
speak for the local fire engines, but the firefighters ones, they haven't approached us yet.
Yes. So, what would you say is one of the most pressing dangers you face coming to a burning building? Other than the fire, of course.
One of the-
there's. I'll let you take this, Miss Guy.
Do you want to go? One of the things I'd say is mainly the unknownness of whether or not someone is in the building. We have to sweep the building no matter what in case of.
What
We
if a
can't just
beam
go-
falls on your head? And it's like ablaze with embers.
So that's why we've got our full fire protective gear, which you can see on Phoenix just here. We also have a helmet, and when we do go into the buildings, we also have masks on that have 200 psi of. So it's set 200 psi because in case it does explode, that's a survival explosion.
Okay, on a different tangent now. Say my cameraman over there, Sweaty Miguel, wants to get off his ass and do some good for the city. What's the process of joining you guys?
So currently, the process is you'll fill out an application to join the NHS. You'll take your interview to join the NHS, and at that point, you will conduct some training under the NHS to get your basic first aid and stabilisation, patient transport, so that you're prepped and ready to receive some of the medical calls that the fire service are likely to attend.
Yes.
We are looking at expanding it slightly, but I can't divulge too much on that right now.
It's not even a little. You can't give us a little teaser. Oh, go on. You know you want to, darling.
It's just a little bit confusing to try and explain.
No, do go ahead. We have time.
So, what we are looking at is setting up a system where our medics will be able to be in the fire service, as well as being a medic, and they will have the option to choose what job role they're doing.
Okay, so they get to swap
you're going to have
over.
some, to an extent, yes, you're going to have some qualified medics out as firefighters and so on and so forth.
So they can basically plug a gunshot wound with something in the fire truck over here.
Not exactly, no. They won't have the equipment on them that they would have if they were a firefighter, because they're not going to be around in the ambulances or, donning the bags of scalpels, morphine, anything like that. But it means that they will have the option to either go out on patrol as a firefighter, fighting off the fires and defending and trying to have a bit of fun and enjoy themselves and get some camaraderie going. Or they could go out with the NHS, again, enjoying themselves, having fun and helping people, patching them up, conducting some hospital work, that sort of thing.
So I've heard you have much larger scalpels, no? The fire axes. What do you use those for?
So there are a method of entry tool. So if there is a building that is locked, it allows us to basically break the door to gain access to check and make sure that there isn't anybody inside, that the area is clear, the building internals are all good, and that there isn't anybody that are in danger, so that we can get them out safely and combat any fires that the buildings that are set on fire when there isn't. I mean, if you guys want, Keith can don some of our clothing, our full outfit, with hose.
Oh yes, marvelous. Let's see it. Could we perhaps also see inside the fire truck here? Some of the equipment?
Yeah, we can open up the sides.
Lovely.
Yeah, this is our full PPE protective equipment. So we've obviously got our boots with steel toe caps. Obviously, if anything were to fall onto our feet, then the steel toe would help protect our feet. We've obviously got our turnout pants with grade 3 fire protection. It's not fireproof, but it is better than just kind of wearing a regular t-shirt. It is laced with fire retardant materials within. Same as our tunics, which is our overcoats. Obviously, it's laced with the same fire retardant material. We got our gloves. It's laced with a different type.
Are you able
be
to walk
flexible.
through fire wearing it?
For short periods, yes. But obviously, if I were just stood in a fire now, obviously the heat would be getting to me, and obviously it will start to begin to burn through. As it said, it's not fireproof; it's just fire retardant. So after some time, it will begin to obviously burn the material down. So if I'm going through a corridor that is on fire, it will protect me. But if I'm just kind of stood in a fire or on fire myself, then it wouldn't protect me too well.
Ew, wonderful.
For any protection. And as you can see on the back of the helmet, you see it's got a little lip. That is to prevent anything from falling down the back of our tunics and down the back of our necks. Obviously, if we're going through some tight spaces, like maybe through an electrical duct or something, whatever the situation is, we don't want anything to be falling down the back of our tunics. Obviously, that little lip prevents anything from getting in from behind. I also have my radio, so obviously stay in communication with my crew,
Yes,
and also
standard
body cam.
practice.
Just so we always have a documentation of incidents we respond to. Obviously, anything that may happen for our safety, legally wise, so we're always covered if there was anything to happen. But yeah, that is obviously our protective equipment. So on the fire engine itself, we have
Yes,
a few
let's see
tools.
the doors
Kenneth,
open.
you forgot one more protective equipment.
Which ones?
The BA.
Oh yes. So as you can see, I'll just get it out of this compartment here. Just open it up. Open the
I hope you did it
compartment
on
up.
your back.
So yeah, you can see in this compartment here, obviously we've got our BA sets. So obviously we'll just load this on here. Go. It basically
Ew, how
sits
cute, look at that.
as a backpack.
He's like a little minion on his back. Give us a little
Indeed.
twirl, darling. Look at it. It's absolutely adorable.
So yeah, have a look at what do you think is filled in the tank?
Fart gas.
More
Fart
than
gas?
likely oxygen and nitrous oxide and whatever the fuck else is in the atmosphere these days.
So most people obviously think it is just kind of pure oxygen.
No, that would be too much harmful for you.
Exactly.
I
So
got a degree in biology, you see.
exactly.
All
So
on Papa's money, of course.
yeah, so on the top of our fire station, there's a little duct which kind of sucks some air in, and then we can put that into the compressor, which then puts it into our oxygen tanks or into our air tanks. So we're in essence breathing the air around our fire station.
We just had
inside
a
of the
call. We
building.
need to get in place and get sorted.
Ew,
Oh,
how
action.
exciting. Let's go. Battle stations.
Support 1, show us state 5 to that dispatch.
I'll put on my mask so I'm not breathing in the smoke and the smog.
I'll put on a seatbelt this time so I don't fall out of the car.
Yes, don't damage the equipment now, Miguel.
I'll try not to. What's like the average response time for these fires? Are you meant to have like a time to get there, or is it like get as soon as possible?
Generally, it's as soon as possible. This one we're going to at the moment is just a small bin fire, apparently.
Do you deal with ship fires?
Ship fires or shit
Yes.
fires?
No, well, both, really.
So ship fires, we haven't had any calls for fires on site on water yet. So we haven't had to. I think it would be a little bit difficult for us to deal with, so probably not.
And no
Everything
one's,
we deal with so far is inland.
no one's shut in a bag and set it on fire on someone's doorstep.
I can't confirm that they definitely haven't, but we get to call to quite a few bin fires. No, we haven't had any on doorsteps yet, but there's nothing saying that it couldn't be shit in a bag.
Oh.
I'll say one thing: we don't just generally go over and stamp it out.
Whoa!
Them damn hooligans.
Local police snorters, you know, on the road.
Oh yes, we snorters.
Gold, 1 gold, 2. Just done it as best you possibly can. If it's only small, just monitor it for us. A couple of minutes. We are basically there.
Do you not feel like your resources are wasted on little tiny bin fires?
Not really, no. Because anything that's burning can turn a lot bigger quickly. It doesn't take a lot to set something off. So.
Oh my. It's larger than a
safe.
little bin fire.
Yeah, no electricals, so we're safe from electrical fire. It looks like it's just regular trash at the moment.
Roger that. Then if you want to start putting out for us, just take it nice and easy. Start from right to left.
Right, you ready?
Say 15.
Gold one.
Let's go.
It's almost as warm as my tanning bed at home.
What sort of pressure is getting released from those hoses?
I don't think we've ever tested it, but the answer is probably a lot.
I believe we're putting out 15 bar pressure onto these ones.
Gonna push around to the other side, gold one. Keep
Pushing around.
just because it looks like it's behind.
I'm assuming if an individual got in the way, they'd be pushed down by the water.
Yeah, we got a secondary fire.
Generally speaking, yes. That's what we would expect. But again, we don't use them as an offensive tool. Let's
So,
it's more about
what happens when the fire engine runs out of water? Where do you get the water from then?
sorry, my radio's going. They're just trying to update me. So generally, what happens is we've got enough to fight maybe 5 to 7 of these smaller fires, depending on how much water they use. And then we'll stop off at either a hydrant that's nearby, or we'll go back to the station and fill the water tank in.
How many gallons of water is stored in the fire engine? I assume it's quite weighty. So I'm just thinking of the physics of the vehicle stopping and the maximum speed of said vehicle.
Yeah, so we drive them all extremely safely, especially the fire engine, since it's got such weight in it. Generally, it should be going maximum of maybe 65 to 70, and that would only be on the motorway. Anywhere around in the city, it's going anywhere from 40 to 45, possibly 50. Not only that, we're stopping at red lights and so on and so forth. They give ways to us, they're not a priority for us.
Is there not any kind of things in the water tank to stop the water from sloshing around? Like they have in those large oil tankers. They got those weird breaky things inside them.
Weird breaky things.
Yes.
So you're on about wave breakers?
Kind of like those, yes.
Yeah, so there's about 6 to 10 fins inside the actual container where the water's held, and it basically breaks up the waters so that it doesn't get too velocity pushing around or moving things into places. It's pushing it around with the added weight. I believe the area is clear. That's why they're calling us now, so they would make sure that it's safe for us to attend first before they called.
Wonderful.
So we're on our way up there now. We'll have a look and see what it's like when we get there.
Did they say where the mass shooting was?
It's Marabunta.
Oh, Jesus. Thank God it's not all exotic though.
At
At least Legion's quite quiet for once. Yesterday was like a madhouse.
Yeah, it's not too bad. Like when people respect the sirens, we can usually get to places pretty quick. It's when they don't that we have problems. I will say primarily that comes from locals in a lot of cases, but also just people ragging their cars around like they fucking own the place and having no respect for it at all.
Yes, they don't respect their own vehicles either.
That's why Fire and NHS are moving on a giveaway basis. So the red lights for us, although we can go through them, it's sort of like make sure that it's safe. Sport 2, go.
Interesting. I've seen plenty of NHS vehicles zoom through them at over 110 miles an hour.
Snitch.
Roger.
Yeah, I just like
Roger
to
that.
arrive
Can
in
we get
safety.
any support into them for now? Let's just try and get them stabilised and see if we can get locals for transport.
Oh no, I don't want to be filmed. What is this? Don't film me. Don't film me.
I'll try not to.
I'm not doing anything. Don't film
Sport
me.
2, stay 6.
Hello, darlings.
Yep, that's fine.
I'm just
Can you
upset
move?
I couldn't get my favourite smoothies in the city.
Chaps, anyone going to tell me what's going on
Hey, is there a man inside?
Hello, Weasel News.
Hello.
Hello, darling. Can you tell us what's
there?
happened here?
hello, sir.
I can't, because it's not very clear yet.
Oh, okay. But what do you know as of now?
Yeah, Phoenix.
We're just getting the people
Hello.
medical attention.
So the news crews
Okay.
with me were just
Yeah.
Wait a
doing a bit on
minute,
the
I thought
fire.
this was Harvey.
Yeah.
What's this?
If you need them standing back, let them know.
Oh, hello, Mikhail.
That's fine.
Hello.
I saw it on Tweedle.
Are we allowed to enter the premises?
No, not for now. The premises is closed for a while.
Very well, darling. Oh, hello, peasant on the ground.
Hello,
You must
Penelope.
have a fun life standing there.
It's all yours,
Yes.
Pon.
What's
Oh,
You
happened?
must have a fun life.
Uh,
Instant when he
I
starts
ate
saying
a
involvement.
spoiled burger.
What?
You ate a
Place the
spoiled
cuffs on you before you get
burger.
sent over to Pillbox, alright?
You
Yeah.
don't have any gunshot
No idea
wounds
what
on
you're
you,
talking
do you?
about.
Hey! What's this?
Oh, he's
You
been
know,
cuffed.
He's been trying to talk to you.
Why are you
What?
being cuffed, sir?
I've just explained
What?
everything to you and you responded with, alright. So you're about to be taken to hospital by local
Did any of
doctors.
you hear that
I
explanation?
think you need
You
a bit of
responded
more
to me.
attention, you know.
Alright,
When?
well, I'm gonna
Just
be
then.
with you,
You said all right.
stationed with you.
What?
He told you to stay behind the cordon.
I'll say it again. To ascertain your
I'm
involvement in this
helping.
incident,
So if
discipline will be
anyone
part
does
of this
try and come
investigation.
here,
You'll be
I'm
cuffed.
blocking.
Yeah,
So when you
okay,
go
it's fine,
to
we
I'll
you've already been told
say
to be
I
detained.
can't hear you.
Yeah,
Too many people talking.
Harry, I'm here.
as part of the investigation, you are being handcuffed so that when you
Look
get
at
sent to
that
pillbox,
massive
we
gun.
can identify you quite quickly. We're going to go
Okay.
through what's happened here, and from there,
She's right
when
though.
we next speak to you, we try and determine what involvement you have.
Hello.
We
Yeah.
will go and speak to you to figure out what's going on.
Okay.
All right.
Alright, so
I'll
just
see,
take
off
it
your
nice and easy,
con,
okay?
I'm
Your
gonna-
local team are here. They're going to take you up to the hospital.
Yeah.
What you're going to do is you're going to check in
Yeah.
at the hospital once you get up there.
So, would you like to tell us, in your words, what has happened here,
So,
Mr.
Samira?
Smith?
Quite simply, police have attended Maribunta shop here after images were posted to Tweedle of several people from Maribunta in zip ties. In order to ascertain welfare, officers have attended on the scene. Upon arrival, have seen numerous people injured inside the premises.
Do you not think they were having
Yeah,
a mass
I've skipped
orgy
a load
with
because
zip
people find
ties?
pressure
Anything
on
pointing to
No one
violence?
was zip tied, and there's nothing to suggest an
And
orgy of this
perhaps
type was
one of them
actually going on.
accidentally took a tumble and hit the shelving or something.
There was far too many people injured to make it an accident. Given the amount of blood that was shown here and the feedback from the victims, it suggests there was a firearms related incident that's occurred.
Oh dear, are you able to tell us what kind of firearm was used?
Not at this stage in the investigation, no. We'll have officers from CID come to attend to obtain evidence where possible.
Not even from the gunshot wound?
No,
Can you
unfortunately not.
not tell what kind of ammunition was used? Reports of people shooting on the back of bikes?
Yeah, for general public safety, I advise and recommend that you guys don't attend. It's just too risky at this stage.
Are they coming up by here?
Second?
Are they coming up by here?
They'll come up here.
Oh, I hear Percy the pig.
Assign yourselves to it and we'll make our way there.
I want state 5 to auto care.
Is auto care?
Oh, auto care.
Support to same traffic.
Are we perhaps looking at a car on fire? Maybe the engine bay exploded with the person inside it.
I don't think we know just yet. Once we
I
get
don't
to see,
think you
we'll
turned
have
it
a
on freak.
better idea.
Hopefully it's a little more than just a tiny little oil spillage that's caught fire.
Support 1, you're going to fall under Gold 3 for the time being until we can get you back to the station. Gold 3, 1 and 2, can you doff the gear and see if you can access the building? See if you can access the roof from where you are. Pull the fire engine maybe a little bit closer to that and see if you can hit the ones on the roof if there is
Oh
any.
no, it's not actually auto care, it's the shop here.
Is this one that Nikolai owns?
I'm not sure.
I
think
don't know
is
why
his
it says
liquor
auto.
shop.
Everything good?
No, nothing's good. Thanks for stopping, asking the question, and then doing that.
Interesting. Is that the usual responses you get from the people here?
Apparently.
Oh.
Uh,
Oh, I can't stop running.
So, Gold 1, do you want to try and fight the fire on the roof if you can? 2 and 3,
How
do you want
close
to
do you
take the
think we
right-hand
can
side
get?
and work your way round for me?
Fairly close, I think, because they know we're not assholes.
Hmm.
Gonna pull the rig into
What
it.
was that one from Kieran? Sorry.
Oh, there's a car around the corner. Hey, Miguel.
Yup.
Do you think he set fire to the building on purpose? Come, come. Look.
We're just dealing with this one now. Once this one's dealt with,
Oh, could be.
The white
Could be
one
us.
parked there.
Well, he is on the hill behind us now.
Gold one on the roof.
Perhaps he did start the fire.
where are we looking?
It was just a vehicle parked there. We're wondering if he started said fire.
I'll hope not.
He's the
Sir,
person
don't go running in.
Interesting. Maybe it's the owner. He's worried about his stock.
Even so, it's not safe for him to enter the building while it's on fire currently. He sounds happy.
I do think you're going to get run over, darling, if you stay there.
He wouldn't dare.
The guys are very efficient.
Ew, I did warn you, darling. Ew, blimey. So,
Evening.
Keith, what can you tell us about this particular fire station?
Well, this fire station is obviously our main hub. At the minute, it's Station 7, just because that is the number that from when we acquired it. Obviously, to keep its memory, we are staying in Station 7. As you can see, this is our main engine bay behind me. So this is where we kind of store the vehicles. So obviously on duty today, we have 1 pump unit and 2 support units. So obviously got the main pump, which I and Emma have been driving on, myself and Sky have been driving around with.
What are those
Obviously
large elephant yellow trunky things from the ceiling?
So what they do is they go onto the exhaust of the vehicles. So obviously, if we turn the vehicle on while in the building, obviously the exhaust fumes are just going to then be in the building. So what we do with those, put those over the exhausts.
So
if we
it's
start
not
the
where
vehicle
you
up,
fill the tanks from? No.
no, obviously we can fill the tanks and the hydrants. So if you look just down the road over there, there's a few hydrants across.
So you don't fill them up here either?
Not in the building itself, no. But obviously there's a hydrant hook up behind, hydrants along the street, and obviously a fuel station to fill up the essential fuels that we need.
All in all, a very smart positioning for a fire station.
It is indeed.
So, care to show us around the place?
Can do. If you'd like to follow me through this way, we'll take you through to our mess hall.
Tell me, do you have one of those poles that you guys typically tend to slide up and down on?
Unfortunately not, just because we are a 1-story fire station.
Oh, that's a shame.
There's no need for a pole, as we only work on the 1 floor.
Oh, how cheerful. Look at this little mess room. Yes.
Indeed. So this is our main kitchen.
It keeps
obviously.
people of, yes.
Yeah, so obviously we've got a bit of artwork.
It
hanging
keeps the
around.
working people happy, that's what I was going to say.
Yeah, it does us just well. It keeps us all happy. It's better than what we were used to with the NHS. It's a bit bigger, a bit more glamorous, but you know, we're on duty for extended periods of time, and we do spend a lot of time at station doing paperwork and prevention work, as well as obviously the firefighting. We have a bit more of a relaxation place to go. So do you follow me through
I see you
this way?
still can't clean up after yourselves. How
Well,
disgraceful.
That is due to the job. Obviously, if you're in the middle of making tea, you get a call. The call comes first, and you just have to
Do you
drop
not
everything
have a
and go.
maid, darling?
We do. They come through every so often, but obviously they can come, and then 10 minutes later, we're obviously making ourselves some foods, but a call comes through.
Yes.
So it's awkward timing, is how we put it. Obviously, once we do get back, we do try to clean up as best as we can. Obviously, that'll be where the other crew members are doing now while I give you this wonderful tour. So if you'd like, follow
As
me
the
through
French
this way.
say, en avant.
So obviously, you do just having extended shifts. We obviously have our bunk rooms. This top middle one here is my bunk, and obviously spare change of uniform and our clothes when we finish on duty is obviously kept in our lockers behind.
I thought the middle class was a little more comfortable these days.
Look under the bed.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, and then we got our 2 toilets to your left.
I don't think we want to see the toilets, darling.
I don't know, it's like a little spa in here, it's quite nice.
Yeah,
They're public bathrooms. Nothing's more gross than a public shared bathroom.
same thing. You can have a quick peek
It's
in
like
here.
sharing toothbrushes. What's in here?
Oh,
Oh, a
apologies.
naked lady. Oh
So, yeah,
my.
obviously, this is our main kit
That's
rooms. is
very
where
unprofessional. You should have knocked before entering the women's changing room, no?
This is a unisex changing room.
Then you still should have knocked.
Obviously, with our close
Bringing
camaraderie at the
cameras
minute.
in.
Don't worry,
trying
you've
to
got
wash
10 out of 10
the
bodies.
So yeah, anyway, let's
Not how.
move on.
Look at him, he's redder than the actual fire engines.
So obviously, to keep it in our tip-top condition, we just
Oh,
have a
now
little
we're talking.
gym area where we can just
Lovely.
work on our stamina, strength, and all that good stuff to keep us in that fighting form. And we also have a little
It
yoga
looks
ball.
like your training equipment could do some updating. You've used tape to cover the seats and everything, darling. Is your budget not
15.
that great?
It's decent. So yeah, obviously we've got a little pool table, just stuff to do while we are in our downtime. What I'll do is I'll
Yes.
just take you through this way. So obviously we keep some of our spare bunker gear here at the sides. This
Why is it
bed-
called monkey gear?
bunker
Oh,
gear, so my
bunker
apologies.
gear.
Yeah,
I was going to
obviously,
say, that's a little bit
Who's
rude,
this fire
calling you
crew?
all
Just
some
monkeys?
random crew from a different place.
so this crew is a bomb crew from this station. Obviously, all the photos in each station are from ones from that station. So all the photos you'll see around are from former firefighters
Yeah.
at this station. There might be current units.
Wonderful.
Just turn this-
Is there anything more you can tell us?
Okay. Apologies, I have to turn the radio down there.
No worries, darling.
Being a bit loud, there's a bit of a situation going on.
Is there anything more you can tell us?
What else would you like to know?
I don't know. Is there something special or something secretive so far you can just drop a little hint of to interest the public a little more?
Well, for me, obviously, I'm only just the basic rank of a firefighter. So I'm not privy to most of the secrets or any of the soon-to-be coming stuff.
Can you use the hose as a
Soon to
deterrent for
becoming
raids?
stuff.
What I don't know.
Or can you use the fire hose as a deterrent for like riots and stuff?
Oh yes, that must be fun, hosing people down.
I mean, physically, yes, but do we? No. Because that is not our duty to be controlling a riot. We're there to fight fires with the hose, and that's how it will be used.
That's fair.
But what is this all, these upcoming stuff you just talked about?
I mean, that's all we know so far. There's stuff still to come. Knowing it is just something we do not know of what they are.
It sounds like you're holding back a little, darling. Come now,
it's
there
just-
must be something you can give us.
I'm not too sure on what is to come. The best person to ask is Phoenix, as he makes all the final decisions, so he's the one who'll know everything.
Really, thank you, Mr. Keith.
Right, Emma, do you want to take fire one with Kenneth? I'll take support one. Kenneth, you want to be blue one? Emma, you want to be blue two? I'll go
Yeah,
blue lead, and we'll see what we can get started out with that. Right now, for the time being, got bin fire reports. We'll head over there first, and then we'll start just conveying to medical emergency if any comes up. Alright. Any questions?
Nope.
Not from me.
Yeah.
I have one
Okay.
question, darling.
Go for it.
So it said the police eat donuts. So what do the firefighters eat?
Anything we can get our hands on.
Oh, so you're saying you kind of need donations, really, in the way of food and beverages.
Not really. Usually it's movies for us.
Do you like a healthy, balanced diet of smoothies?
Smoothies work. Anyway.
So what's your ranking in the fire department?
Crew manager.
Is that very high up or down below?
It's third highest rank within the fire service, fourth if you entitle the entirety of the faction itself.
Oh, very nice.
So my responsibilities is I've got my own crew that I'm in charge of,
Oh, yeah.
and I manage them.
How are you enjoying the job so far?
I'm enjoying it, mate. Something I've been looking forward to for a long, long time.
Was you in the NHS before then?
Yes.
Did you enjoy it?
NHS, 50-50. I originally just joined for the fire service, so
Did you get sick of all the baldies in the hospital gowns?
absolutely. But
I don't know
Oh
why.
my lord, what a shit show there.
Every
got
time me
one
and Jeep
copy
are
of
not there,
that.
it's always crazy.
Taking the corner now.
No, it's every time Violet's not there, it's always crazy. What kind of fire are we facing now? Another bin fire?
Another bin fire.
These
Very,
damn hooligans.
very godman here.
It's an interesting way to park.
Support the traffic so none of our firefighters gets run over accidentally.
What do you think we've got in the back here?
Dead body.
Water.
Water. Good guess.
Yes.
Let's see if you're correct.
Wait, what?
Ew, a boat. How cute. So where does the water go?
In the boat.
No. The boat
There's
goes
a
on the
separate
water.
compartment.
That's not how it works now, Keith, darling. I
It
thought you
is.
learned that
There's a
in
separate
school.
compartment just behind it that allows with the water.
You must not be able to carry much water then.
Yeah, we can carry enough for an instant.
Yeah,
Just need to touch it to a fire hydrant, but
Oh, there's a man with a cowboy hat.
Right, is it Miss Penelope I hear?
Oh, hello, darling.
Oh, hello, I'm friends with Mr. Ferris. It's so nice to meet you.
Oh, what a shame that is. Quite a misfortune. What's your name?
My name's Thomas Collins. I run
Oh,
Hunters
Thomas
West.
Collins. Right,
Yes.
what can you tell me about your thoughts on the Los Santos fire crew?
Well, I believe that they're really good,
Don't get too close now, you're breathing my air.
Oh, my bad, I apologize.
But please do continue.
So, the fire service is a really good service. I believe today, when I was racing with Mr. Ferris in one of his cars, we did have an
Racing?
accident.
Is that illegal street racing, I hear?
No, it's not illegal street racing. We were
Then where
racing
was
in the
you racing,
mountains.
darling?
In
the
mountains.
mountains. That sounds pretty illegal to me. Endangering the wildlife? Oh,
Right, we're
Astrid's
leaving.
going to
Fire.
have a field day.
Oh, we got a fire.
Oh, we have a fire.
Fire
Ciao,
call.
ciao, darling.
fire at the airport. That must be an interesting one.
At the airport, you say?
Pretty sure it's at the airport.
Oh, I hope Daddy's private jet hasn't gone up in flames again.
I hope that he has, because it'd be a nice fire to record.
To be certain, the insurance is quite hefty.
To be
You could
honest,
possibly buy 2 jets with it.
I don't
I
think
think
it's
he
on the
does it on
tarmac or the
purpose.
hangars. It's probably out from the outside.
Hmm.
Some tourists or people getting deported probably as a last act of revenge just started a fire for us.
That fire truck really is hauling ass.
Say that again, sorry.
The fire truck is really hauling ass.
Well, as soon as we get there, as soon as we can put it out, the easier it is for us. Fires like the bin fires we have had in the past where they've spread dramatically.
Oh dear.
It's important for us to get on scene as fast as possible.
They almost look as powerful as my jet-powered, what's the word for it? Oh yes, shower at home.
I was gonna say like the squirting dildo.
Clearly, copy
Hello,
that. Do have
darling.
to search.
I do the squirting, not the dildo.